with Unico Williams. That's right, it's your boy coming at you on a Tuesday, as I always love to do, because why? I love you. Woo! So happy to be back amongst you all today. It's a very special day for a lot of people. It's a special day for me because I'm here with you, and then also it's a special day because let's give a big shout out to Joel Embiid. Let's give a good. We gotta clap that up for him. We got to give a big old shout out to Joel Embiid for the MVP he won. He beat out the Joker. He beat him out. And I got to say, people, it's well deserved, man. He's been kind of dominating. I know he's got like some of the injury dog in him, but when he's out on the court, he also just got that straight dog in him now. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I know a lot of people, they've been getting tired of Joker winning. And watching this series closely against the Suns in this last series too, listen, I understand why Joker's in the MVP conversation. I know it's hard to say because he's not doing all the flashy stuff like, flying through the air and breaking people off. I mean, dude's just a baller, and he's a big baller at that. and he just have you seen the way he's been cooking Ayton? Like he's making Ayton look like a little boy. That's tough. But respect where it's due, man. Embiid's been putting up 40 points all over the place. He's been doing it from all over the floor. And I would say it looks a little bit more flashier, if you will, when Embiid does it. But I'm just here to say, shout out to Embiid. He came a long way. I just seen like a video of him where they passed him the ball like point blank to the basket, and when he turned around to do the layup, he was already under like the backboards, and so he had to turn around, and he came a long way. And obviously he came from roots from overseas, and tough situation, kind of got like the Giannis thing going. I'm glad folk get tall over there and come over here and just start making that bread. That makes me happy because they can do a lot for some of the impoverished people in there, and in their home countries and stuff. But also you get to come over here and enjoy the American way. So shout out to Embiid for that. But we clapped that up. But let's move on to our next topic. Our next topic is this. So tonight we know, and that's why I'm Lakered out. This is for good luck. Tonight we have game 1 of the Lakers versus the Warriors. Going to be a classic series, I believe. I hope it's 6-2 Lake. I mean, I hope it's 4-2 Lakers. That's what I'm hoping. But we don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's what I'm hoping for. They are underdogs at that. But the Lakers are in this game tonight because they had to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. So when you beat the Memphis Grizzlies, what does that entail? I mean, after the whole thing with Ja Morant, they had that distraction going on. And then for the most part, I mean, they were up towards the top of the West all year. Like I think at one point they were first, and they was like kind of fluctuating between second and third. And then like after that whole situation with Ja, went losing every game. It was crazy. So they end up facing the Lakers after the Lakers come out of the play-in. And the villain, Dillon the villain, got his little dance. They got that going. I gotta say, I like that. A lot of people don't like Dillon Brooks, but I'm not exactly like a fan or not a fan of him because I didn't watch Memphis a lot this year because they didn't give them the high quality games and stuff like that. The big ones. But I saw what Ja did to my Pacers for sure, but Dillon Brooks out of Canada, out of Oregon, he brought a lot of spotlight to the team. And he ends up being like essentially a 3-and-D guy, but he's also like, I would say the face, but like Ja's there and he'll say a little bit, but like it's almost like it's almost like my brother Kelly. Like I have my personality, but like Kelly steals the room when it comes down to it. You know what I mean? I can steal a room easily, but my brother, he's a little bit. He just grasps the room with just how he is. Like he's such a fascinating person. And so, with that being said, he started getting like a bad rap. He's talking bad about teams. He's disrespecting folks. And then again, they played against the Lakers, and he was disrespectful to LeBron. I'm only going to put up. I only respect people that are that give me 40. I'm not going to respect you until you give me 40. He's old. He said a lot of disrespectful things. He poked the bear, if you will. I poked the bear. I'm scared, And they went on to just get blew out. They lost by 40 on the closeout game. LeBron had 20 points and 20 assists in that game. That's 40. So with that being said, yeah, Dylan, and then this is another part of it. Dylan didn't play that well. And not only did he not play that well, if you're a 3 and D guy, you gotta at least do the defense, which he didn't do. And you gotta at least do the keep him from, you have to actually hit your threes, and he wasn't doing that either. So he just was not doing what he was supposed to be doing, right? So next step in the parade, he also doesn't show up after losses to talk to the media. I'm out. Leaves before the media even comes. So let's get to what happens. What's the fallout of this? The fallout of this is this. On the 30th, just a couple of days ago, April, he actually got fined by the NBA 25 bands. $25,000 for not showing up to those media things. So he lost that. But not only that, we also found out today, this is just a tough day for him because Memphis, the front office came back. Now, he's an unrestricted free agent, right? Memphis front office put it out there in the streets just to let all y'all know, especially Dillon, that he will not be back under any circumstances. Did y'all hear me? Let me say it again. Dillon Brooks is not coming back to the Memphis Grizzlies under any circumstance. That's what they said. Do you know what under any circumstance means? Like God himself could come down to the Memphis Grizzlies office and say, I just bestowed him with all the magical monster talent in the world, and you will not lose for the next 7 years. No, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. Under any circumstance is an absolution. Under any circumstance. The NBA only has 5 players left in the league for some crazy thing that happened, and they need at least one more person so they can at least do 3-on-3 to try and keep it going. No, we'll look elsewhere. Under any it's that under any circumstance. They don't care what's going on in their organization. They like, we're cool with trying to figure it out without Dillon Brooks. Man, that's crazy. That's a little bit harsh, y'all. That's a little bit harsh, okay? Don't be like that. Be kind. Memphis Grizzlies, all you have to do is say, we'll probably head in another direction. Now, y'all could have said that. Y'all ain't have to say, you not coming back no matter what. Under any circumstance, you will not be back in this locker room. I worked on my jumper. We don't care. That's tough. That's an absolution. I don't think people should speak in absolutions. That's mean. So that being said, I prayers up because I'm gonna tell you like this too. Now he's still an NBA caliber player. Not everybody, not everybody in the NBA is LeBron. Not everybody in the NBA is Ja. Not everybody in the NBA is Steph Curry. Not everybody in the NBA is D Book. You gotta have some people that can do some other things and help you out. You gotta have other bodies on the floor. So if he gets blackballed out the league and ends up in China, like y'all been saying on Twitter, yeah. What? Also, hold on, I got breaking news. Hold on, what's it? What you said? Gotcha. The Sharks in China says keep their name out your mouth when it comes to bad NBA players. Stop doing that. Stop. They said stop doing that. I told them I tell y'all stop. Leave their name out your mouth, please. That's what they just told me. So why NBA? Why the NBA 2K even bring that up as a storyline? We got to work your way from China to get back to that. Anyway. Um. So yeah, if he gets blackballed out the NBA period. Now, Zelmay, I was talking to him earlier. Now he is alleging that nobody in the locker room likes him, and people around the NBA don't like him. Period. Don't do that. Now, I understand relationships are very important. I get that. I know that more than anybody. You got to have good relationships, especially in business. And business with that amount of money, you got to have some. It's basketball has levels to it. If you're great, you can pull in your sideshow like that. You can do stuff like that. If you're great at basketball, you can get away with that stuff. Nobody's questioning if anybody's going to pick you up or not. That's not going to happen. But when you not even that good, but you being a sideshow in a circus out here, you'll find your way out real quick, and you'll find that people, he did all that. He brought all that attention to us. People thinking that we lost because of you and all that stuff. He can be their scapegoat. I'll give him that. I think that what Memphis is trying to do is they're trying to facilitate a place that Ja Morant can grow. I'm here for that. I understand and I get that. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But what do you do with him now? Hopefully, because he's young. He's young. So like even Dillon Brooks is young. You get him with a team of vets, because come on, you gonna show out when your mama's not at home, when your parents ain't home, and you got all your homies with you. Y'all gonna cut up a little bit, but there's some things that you won't do when a parent or an adult isn't around. We used to love when my teacher would leave a room. We playing tag, we jumping on tables, we talking loud, we joking, we joning, we doing all that stuff. But when the teacher's there, you don't do that stuff, right? When the teacher's in the classroom, you sit there and you listen. You might try and sneak and do stuff. But when there's no adults around at all, you find yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do. And that was the problem with the Grizzlies. They didn't have a real vet up there. You got Steven Adams, mate. But other than that, he's injured during this series. And he tried to keep John them. I don't think they respect Steven Adams in that way. I believe that you need, like, things went downhill when Iggy left. When ain't no adults around, start to do stuff that you wouldn't normally do when adults are around. That's all I'm saying. So there you have it. Now, ladies, if you looking for somebody that nope, that's not gonna sound right, so I ain't gonna do it. Look no further than me. I'm Bartholomew Christian Mingling. Baby, we can you know the deal. Go to Christian Mingle, not ChristianMingle.com. You know the deal. We on Overall 99 Media on YouTube. That's the main channel. Of course, this is my channel, Unico Williams on YouTube. Also, I'm on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and my mom on Spotify. Yeah, we got Kick now, baby. So make sure that y'all like and subscribe. And you know what the deal is. I'm going to go online. I'm going to play against a whole bunch of people. And we're going to talk about power and stuff too. But yeah, this works perfectly. We're going to go online and play against people because you know what time it is. It is Baller Friday. So make sure that you pull up on Friday. Also, Blurred Cartel. Make it make sense. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 review is coming up this week. Power is going down. Another review. We are not playing with y'all. So, again, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? Holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. Holla.